know how easy it is to create your own customizable database. To understand how to use some of this power, I'm going to pose and answer two important questions. These will give you an idea of what you can do with this power. Question number one, how could you keep track, for instance, of all the services you offer clients? And then, how can you use that information to sell more services? In just a minute, I'm going to dive back into the Hawthorne record. We're going to take a look at their financial planning checklist worksheet. You will see that this worksheet and the letter I've written answer both questions, what to do with this information and how to sell more services. When you understand this, your imagination is very nearly untied from technology. You will be able to do with your program what you want without being a programmer. So let's take a look again at the Hawthorne record. Once again, you're looking at the Hawthorne contact group. I'm going to show you now what to do with all that data from your customized database. Let's go take a look at their worksheets. This is the financial planning checklist. I told you we would get back to it, and here it is. It is an extensive worksheet. It holds a lot of data. I have divided the services you offer into several different categories. I've got retirement planning. I have investment strategy. I have estate planning. I have family responsibilities, and I have risk management. You can have others, or you could get rid of some of these. It doesn't matter. It's yours. This is just an example. For each of the categories, I have specific services you can offer. There's retirement planning, government benefits verified, all investments coordinated. And for each one of these, there is some choices. There's some choices. So under here, for employer plan evaluated, we've marked that not applicable. Why? Because Hester and Thorny are both self-employed. Okay. Now, what do we do with all this data? Well, let's go take a look. We're back at the info sheet for the Hawthorne contact group. Here is a speed button. The speed button will launch a letter that should be sent individually, in this case, probably to special clients. Let's see what it does. I'm going to click on the speed button. It has brought up my send message dialog box. Because I set up the speed button and made decisions in advance, I don't have to go through the process. All I have to do is check one thing, and that's a custom merge field. It says year end or whatever. It's asking for what is the occasion of this letter. Year end. Could be third quarter. Halfway through the year. Anniversary of the account. Whatever you want. I'm going to click summary. Now, this message requires some customization. One of the great benefits of our messaging system is you can take a message that has been worked on and worked on and worked on and make it personal at print time. This is called customization. So I'm going to click Send Now and Customize Message. I will choose Finish. It's asking me printer, Adobe PDF. That's fine for this version. You would, of course, normally send it to a real printer. Now it wants me to click Continue to customize the message. Okay, I'll do that. And what it has done now is create a Word document. You see it down here at the bottom of your screen. And here it is. I used the electronic version of my stationery simply so it would look nice. I would normally use electronic stationery only for sending faxes, but I could use it if one day I ran out of letterhead and had an important mailing to do. All right, let's go down and take a look here. We've got some stuff in a bracket. When you see anything in a bracket, that means that's designed to be looked at. Maybe we have to change it. So I'll delete that first part of the bracket. As usual, please bring your last 2 years' tax returns. All right. That's all I want to say on that, as well as any other brokerage statements. No. They don't have any other brokerage accounts. We know that. It is important to stay coordinated. Okay, that's correct. We get rid of that last bracket, so we've customized this. Now, let's continue with the process. When we finish customizing, we have to get out of this Word document, which I'm going to close it. It's going to ask if I want to save it. It's given it this long gobbledygook name. It needs that name, so I'm just going to choose yes. And it is now telling us, put in your paper. Okay, fine. We don't have any paper, but Adobe doesn't know that. It thinks it is paper. And it is now making the electronic copy. It's going to ask us, where do we want to put it? Well, I'm going to put it right here in their electronic file. It's going to tell me I've already got that. Yeah, I know. So I'll click yes. And it is now creating the printed version of the letter. In this case, it is printed in Adobe. Now let's go take a look at this. Dear Hester and Thorny, blah, 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 as usual. That's how we customized it right there. We go on down, and here is our financial planning checklist. This thing right here, what is this? That's the comment on retirement planning. Your retirement planning is substantially complete. The only thing missing is your required minimum distribution, but that's many years in the future, so we have marked it not applicable. And then here's the status of each one of the items in that worksheet field. This enables us to show the value that we have accomplished and what we still need to do. All right, I'm going to close this. Sending is finished. Excellent. I choose close. Now, here is the new confirmation queue. I've got three choices. Open it. I will manually set the message status. You would only do that if something didn't print. All messages were sent successfully. Or don't open the confirmation queue. I will set message status later. You might use that last one if you send out an email and you want to wait for a few hours to see if you get any back that then need to be resent. So I'm just going to click here. All messages were sent successfully. Set all message to send OK. And I have done with that. I have printed a fabulous letter. It is something that I took some time on, I'll grant you, but it is what you need to secure the value with your client. And the good news is, since it's now your database, you can make it however you want. This is a very powerful tool. I do hope you, the financial advisor, will spend some time on the tutorials so you fully understand its functionality. And I assure you, your computer operator needs to know how to build a form worksheet, a grid worksheet, and an individual grid worksheet. And what they will do, they are very, very powerful tools. Thank you very much for listening.